Welcome back, dear viewers, to another captivating episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Today we delve into the enigmatic case of the Watcher House. In the quaint town of Westfield, New Jersey, nestled among tree-lined streets and picturesque homes, stood an imposing residence known as 657 Boulevard. This grand and historic house, built in the early 20th century, had been witness to generations of families creating memories within its walls. Little did the Broaddus family know their dream house would soon become the center of a mysterious and unsettling saga. In 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus, a young couple with 3 children, were searching for their forever home. The moment they laid eyes on 657 Boulevard, they felt an inexplicable connection to the sprawling, century-old property. Its Victorian charm and elegant architecture seemed like the perfect setting for their family to grow and thrive. As the Broadduses settled into their new home, excitement turned to unease when a peculiar letter arrived. Mailed in June 2014, the anonymous message was addressed to the new owner. The eerie tone of the letter was unsettling, as the sender claimed to be the watcher of the house, watching over it for decades. The letter hinted at a deep connection with the home and contained ominous warnings about the Broaddus family. I am pleased to know your names and the names now of the young blood you have brought to me. Derek and Maria were gripped with fear as they read the letter, which seemed to have an intimate knowledge of their lives and routines. The mysterious correspondent referred to the Broaddus children by their nicknames, indicating a disturbing level of surveillance. As the days turned into weeks, the Broadduses continued to receive a series of unsettling letters from the Watcher. The anonymous stalker demanded peculiar and disturbing actions from the family, adding a layer of psychological torment to their daily lives. The letters were carefully crafted, each one revealing a bit more about the Watcher's obsession with the house and its new inhabitants. The demands ranged from asking the family to sacrifice the home to specific details about the children's activities. The Watcher claimed to be monitoring the family's every move, raising questions about how someone could have such an intimate knowledge of their private lives. The Broaddus family, overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty, sought legal advice and contacted the local authorities. However, the mysterious Watcher continued to taunt them, making it clear that the house was under constant surveillance. The once beloved dream home became a source of nightmares as the Broadduses struggled to comprehend the menace that lurked in the shadows. The town of Westfield was rocked by the unfolding saga, with residents speculating about the identity of the Watcher. Was it a neighbor, a former owner, or someone with a vendetta against the Broaddus family? As media attention intensified, so did the scrutiny on the quiet town and its historic 657 Boulevard. In their quest for answers, the Broadduses delved into the history of 657 Boulevard, uncovering a web of secrets that dated back decades. Previous owners had experienced strange occurrences, with some mentioning an unseen presence or feeling watched. The discovery added a chilling layer to the Broaddus family's ordeal, suggesting that the Watcher's obsession with the house was not a recent development. The town's archives revealed snippets of information about the Watcher, a mysterious figure who seemed to have a long-standing connection with 657 Boulevard. The Broadduses, desperate for answers, reached out to former owners and residents, hoping to unravel the enigma that gripped their lives. As the Watcher House saga captured national attention, law enforcement agencies became involved in the investigation. The case presented a unique challenge, as the Watcher operated from the shadows, leaving behind no concrete evidence. The authorities employed forensic experts, behavioral analysts, and even sought the assistance of the FBI to unmask the elusive stalker. The Broaddus family's anguish was compounded by the relentless media coverage, turning their private nightmare into a public spectacle. Every detail of the case was dissected, and armchair detectives speculated on the identity of the Watcher. The town of Westfield found itself at the center of a real-life mystery that seemed straight out of a suspense thriller. As the investigation unfolded, the toll on the Broaddus family became increasingly apparent. The once happy home had transformed into a fortress, guarded by security measures to protect the family from an unseen threat. Derek and Maria, once enamored by the charm of 657 Boulevard, found themselves living in constant fear, unable to escape the clutches of the watcher. The emotional and psychological impact on the children was profound. Sleepless nights and the fear of being watched permeated their daily lives. The Broaddus family became prisoners in their own home, grappling with the relentless torment inflicted by an anonymous antagonist. Despite the challenges, the Broaddus family remained determined to reclaim their lives. Legal battles ensued, with the family seeking compensation for the emotional distress caused by the watcher. As the courts deliberated on the case, the media circus continued, amplifying the pressure on the small town and its beleaguered residents. In a desperate bid for normalcy, the Broadduses attempted to sell 657 Boulevard, hoping to sever ties with the nightmarish chapter that had unfolded within its walls. However, potential buyers were deterred by the stigma attached to the house, and the property lingered on the market as a constant reminder of the watcher's grip. After years of uncertainty and fear, a breakthrough in the case finally emerged. In 2019, a suspect known as Michael Langford was identified as a potential match to the watcher's profile. Langford, a former Westfield resident, had a history of writing disturbing letters to neighbors and acquaintances. The investigation revealed that Langford had lived near 657 Boulevard at the time the Broadduses received the menacing letters. Although no direct evidence linked him to the correspondence, the circumstantial evidence was compelling enough to prompt further inquiry. The aftermath. The unmasking of a potential suspect brought a mix of relief and apprehension to the Broaddus family. The legal battle continued as the family sought justice and closure. The town of Westfield grappled with the aftermath of the Watcher House saga, questioning how such a heinous act could unfold in their idyllic community. As the case moved through the courts, the Broadduses faced the challenge of rebuilding their lives. The scars left by the Watcher's reign of terror ran deep, and the process of healing would be slow and arduous. The Watcher House, once a symbol of dreams and aspirations, stood as a testament to the fragility of security and the insidious nature of fear. The Watcher House saga serves as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of even the most secure spaces. The Broaddus family's ordeal highlights the psychological impact of stalking and the long-lasting effects it can have on victims, as the town of Westfield grapples. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be the first to know when we embark on our next adventure. And remember, the world is full of stories just waiting to be uncovered. So until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep sharing.